What is at stake is more than a small country. It is a big idea, a new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
So I say we must clean the house of white America of racism. Americans who are in the white majority should be proud to stand up and be heard denouncing the sort of racist rhetoric we heard on that tape, so loudly and clearly denouncing it that our black fellow citizens can hear us. White racism may be black people's burden, but it's white people's problem. We must clean our house.
I think, my mother had an expression: out of everything terrible, something good will come if you look hard enough. I think this presents us with some significant opportunities to make some real changes. We are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy. Not just the world economy, in the world. It occurs every 3 or 4 generations. As one of the top military people said to me in a secure meeting the other day, 60 million people died between 1900 and 1946. And since then, we established a liberal world order, and that hadn't happened in a long while. A lot of people died, but nowhere near the chaos. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. So anyway, I'm going to hush up, Mary, fire away.
The current abysmal situation of the world and the bitter incidents of history are due mainly to the wrong management of the world and the self-proclaimed centers of power who have entrusted themselves to the devil. The order that is rooted in the anti-human thoughts of slavery and the old and new colonialism are responsible for poverty, corruption, ignorance and oppression and discrimination in every corner of the world. Luckily, we are now at a historic juncture. On one hand, Marxism is no longer around and is particularly eliminated from the management systems. And on the other, capitalism is bogged down in a self-made quagmire. And it has indeed reached a deadlock and does not seem to be able to come up with any noteworthy solution to the various economic, political, security, and cultural problems of the world. Non-aligned movement is proud to once again emphasize the rightfulness of its historic decision to reject the poles of power and the unbridled hegemony ruling the world. On behalf of the members of the non-aligned movement, I would like to invite all countries of the world to play a more active role in making it possible for everybody to contribute to the global decision-making processes in the world.
The US presidential motorcade arrives at the United Nations, passing the ever-present groups of demonstrators assembled on the other side of the road. A sense of anticipation in the General Assembly chamber, and a warm reception for Barack Obama as he walks to the podium, his wife seated among the heads of state and dignitaries.
The time has come for the world to move in a new direction. We must embrace a new era of engagement based on mutual interest and mutual respect, and our work must begin now.
And the president outlined his vision of a new world order in which the US would participate fully, one rooted on 4 basic principles:
non-proliferation and disarmament, the promotion of peace and security, the preservation of our planet, and a global economy that advances opportunity for all people.
Among the speakers that followed the US president, the leader of Libya, Muammar Gaddafi, speaking at the UN for the first time after 40 years in power. And waiving the UN Charter, he called for an end to any permanent membership of the Security Council, arguing that small nations should have the same rights as the big. It was a speech that lasted well over an hour and covered subjects ranging from jet lag to political assassinations.
And then the assassination or the killing of Kennedy in 63 or 62, President of the United States of America. Why? We want to know who killed him. Somebody who, by the name of Lee Harvey, and then another Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey. Why did he kill him?
Earlier, the UN Secretary General had opened proceedings, sticking to his allotted time, calling for international unity.
If ever there were time to act in a spirit of renewed multilateralism, a moment to create a United Nations of genuine collective action, it is now. Now is our time. A time to put the United back into the United Nations. United in purpose, united in action.
And a reminder that this UN building is due to be closed for renovation at the end of these proceedings.
Our common ambition is to make this outward renovation the symbol of inward renewal.
A renewal, importantly, in which the United States says it is willing to both lead and be part of. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, at the United Nations.
Nothing less than a new world order. This is the pledge of the world's most powerful leaders, representing 90% of the global economy. Thursday's G20 summit, they say, has changed the rules of the game.
Today, the largest countries of the world have agreed a global plan for recovery and reform. This involves the biggest interest rate cuts in history, the biggest fiscal stimulus we have ever seen, the biggest increase in resources in the history of our international institutions.
A total of $5 trillion for the global economy by the end of next year, including $1 trillion for the International Monetary Fund. Staggering figures that the 20 countries, along with international institutions, agreed upon to combat the crisis. The G20 has laid out other measures, too, to firm up a financial system many say enabled the worst excesses of the past. These include an end to tax havens, stronger regulation of companies and banks, and new rules to rein in corporate bonuses.
We will implement new rules on pay and bonuses at a global level that reflect actual performance with no more rewards for failure.
The G20 leaders arrived in London divided, with France and Germany holding out for tougher controls on tax havens notably. But the results have won praise from all sides.
C'est au-delà de ce que nous pouvions imaginer.
This is more than we could have hoped for. We are all aware that alone we can do nothing. We are all aware that we need to create new rules to build a new foundation of the system. This is what we have done.
The very institutions at the epicenter of the crisis have also made their approval known. Stock markets shot up in response to the deal, signaling, for now at any rate, a return of confidence.
What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Yeah, I was just playing the conspiracy theory of the New World Order. So that's all I was doing, because it's a conspiracy theory, but yet it's not a conspiracy theory at the same time. So one of the biggest conspiracy theories is the New World Order. But yeah, a lot of those videos were from over 14 years ago. The last one was 14 years ago. And if you just look at what they've been doing this whole time, it's all to do just that, you know. So it ain't if. It's not a if, it's not a question, it's what they're doing. You know? It's what we all know they're doing. And I don't know, man. You know, that's what it is. And you just Google New World Order. says right at the top, conspiracy theory. And then there's news stories right under it, as I did in the thumbnail that says New World Order. So that's how you combat a complete idiot when they say, "Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist." You know, you just say, "Hey, and is the New World Order a conspiracy theory?" They're like, "Yeah, it is." And you tell them to Google it, bitch. Say Google it, and then boom, look at all the news stories that talk about a New World Order. You know, so yeah, the New World Order, conspiracy theory. Yeah, those videos were all over 14 years. The last one I played was the newest. That was in 2009. So, you know, just a slow squeeze. And, yeah, I mean, that's where we're going. No two ways about it. Digital currency, tracking, surveillance, you know, one world government. This one's being destroyed right before our eyes, slowly. And, you know, they all mention disarmament. And I've made 1,000 videos on the Disarmament Act. I mean, United States is the last nation to be disarmed, but it's going to be disarmed, you know. And there's no, I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. They're going to be nice like Mr. 19. Remember Mr. 19? They were like, "Oh, you know, just go get it. Please go get it." And they bribed you and they tried to, you know, sell you French fries and weed and lap dances and all kind of crazy shit. Then they got to the point where the motherfuckers just started getting mad. Like, oh, you know, like they were literally getting angry. You know, they were literally getting mad. Like these people were like, "Yo, y'all need to comply." They almost got to the point and said, "Look, we're about to come plunge." You know, they damn near said, "We're about to just come plunge the shit into you." You know, they were getting like that. So now think about you know, their little New World Order. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna get this New World Order." You know, we're gonna get this New World Order one way or another. We're gonna come get them guns one way or another. You know, we're gonna get your guns. I mean, every day they're making new laws and nobody's doing anything. Every day they're like, "Oh, they're not gonna come take our guns." Meanwhile, they are taking your guns slowly but surely. You know, the same people that say, "Yeah, they're not coming to take my gun. They ain't doing shit to take my gun. You know, they're not going to do nothing to take my gun. I'm not going to let them take my gun." Meanwhile, they can't go to another state with the fucking gun. So they already did take it. You know, somebody that, like, you know, say New York State, there's people that have guns. You can't go to New York City with a firearm. You going to jail. You know? So, I mean, they're already disarming you. You'd have to disarm before you get on the airplane. You know? Put your fucking gun in some type of box, lock box, and they got to ship it, you know, like that or whatever the fuck they do. You know, you can't bring your gun on the plane, you know. The same, they literally sold us a story that they flew airplanes into buildings by hijackers with bots. Wait, are we still live? Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I just got black screened. Are we still live? Because I got nada nothing. Not underneath nothing. Let's see if we're still alive. Okay, thanks, Rick James. Thanks, King Charles. DWA. Thank you. So, one second. So, as I lost my train of thought, of course. Where did I cut off at? I forgot what I was talking about. Where I was at with that. Damn it, I was going somewhere with that. Oh yeah, that's right. Exactly. There we go. Like you can't even go, like a person can't even go to New York City. You can't fly an airplane. Like they sold us the story of 9/11, right? They sold us the story of 9/11, right? That would give you a reason to carry. Everybody should have been like, all right, yeah, we're going to ride armed so this never happens again. I mean, literally, they hijacked the plane. They crashed them. They made them vanish and disappear, took down 2 buildings and actually a third one with no plane. So these people are magicians and very dangerous. So we need a gun on. We need a gun in every seat. That's what it should have been. It shouldn't have been, no, nobody can have anything. You can't have a fucking screwdriver on the airplane. Like, how did you get from people hijacking the plane with box cutters and everybody being helplessly, and couldn't fight, and then these planes flew into buildings, and then, they killed all those people on the planes, and they killed people in the buildings and took down 2 symbols of society and actually changed the entire world, okay? And it led to you can't, bring anything on. You can't even bring liquids and shit on the plane because they convince you that shit can blow up. Like, this is how dumb, humanity is this stupid and allowed this to go on because fear and safety, It should have been like, nah, we gonna pack and we never letting this happen again. And then if something happens, then you go from there, But no, there's a disarmament act treaty signed and it's gonna go down. Like, you could read the treaty. You're gonna be disarmed, That's why I beat this drum for so long. They're gonna come someday and disarm you. It's signed, sealed. It just ain't delivered yet. Like, they didn't physically come take them yet. But that's gonna come at some point. When they feel enough threat is upon them and they feel like they need to move forward. In order to move forward, they need to unarm society. They're going to create something and they're coming. All right. They're already convincing half the fucking population that you don't need them anyway. They're already, shout out to RPM Trey, showing that, people think it's odd. You know what I'm saying? They see cops with guns all day, but they see a regular person with a gun. Oh my God, he's got a gun. Like, they see armed police all day long with all kind of military rifles and shit. But as soon as they see a civilian, exactly. DWA Laura, think about it. So it's already there. That's why I don't understand why people are what they're waiting on. I don't know what people waiting on. They coming. It's just a matter of when. The more time goes on, the less people owning firearms. The more people are becoming accustomed to it. The more people are coming opposed to it, the more people are coming docile. So they'll wait till guns ain't cool no more. They'll start not making movies with all these weapons in the motherfuckers and all these shows. They'll start disarming themselves in there and making movies on Netflix where there's mass shootings and you have super gun people giving and turning their guns, and then the Netflix movie will be playing the slow music with no dialogue, manipulating the shit out of people's minds, and next thing you know, you'll have a fucking slew of people turning in their firearms. You'll be like, damn, I thought you were a gun nut. Oh God, I don't know, I just feel like I gotta turn them in. Yeah, because you've been programmed by the TV and didn't even know it. Now they running off, turning in their damn guns, or we don't need all these guns, let's sell them. All I need is a shotgun. You just had a whole arsenal, now you got a shotgun. They will just manipulate you one way or another. But yeah, this is the new world order, man. New world order. I see the toughest men on earth, big, tough, strong guys wrapped up in a diaper, 85, 95 degree temperatures. Them people ain't gonna bust a fucking grape. They're not gonna bust a grape. Shout out to all the people who open carry and do all that stuff, Shout out to everybody who packs a fucking pistol, know what time it is. So yeah, man. Yeah, the New World Order, man. The conspiracy theory. The conspiracy is motherfuckers think it's a theory, you know? And all this Trump shit, like, God, this Donald Trump, man, has been plastered it's obvious they're going to use him for the biggest fucking psychological operation that this earth has ever seen at some point. They're going to hit us with the Trump psyop, whatever it may be. We know it's a psychological operation, man. You know? Hold on 1 second, guys. So, Donald Trump, man, it's going to be used for the biggest, craziest psychological operation. What I think is he's the next fucking Hitler, all right? When I hear the man praising, death penalty to drug dealers, which I don't condone drug dealing, but when a guy is saying take the guns, ask questions later, when the guy is saying he likes executing and doing all this stuff, these are all subliminal messages. When they're using the red and black, because they use red, they're going to use black for the coming, they're going to use black for the coming, right? And the coming elections with Trump. And, that's the red and black, You guys know, do your research on the red and black when it comes to magic and sorcery and what it does, So, they're going to use that. They're going to use that crap for real, So all over the news today is Donald fucking Trump, man. This stuff is insane, man. And the liberal energy, I just say liberal energy because I don't know what the fuck to call it. It's that irrational, crazy, psychotic behavior. You see it with the liberals. You see it with the hardcore Trump supporters. You see it within the, the Rainbow Club, the BLM, the same type of weird ass fucking energy. It's a non-thinking energy that doesn't question, gets into this concept of a belief and will literally go to death to prove that, It's pretty psychotic, man. It truly is psychotic. So, yeah, it's wild. But I just call it liberal energy because if you look at the liberals, you see how psychotic they are with all their beliefs and shit, and they're crazy, shit. But then you look at the Trump supporters, and they've literally turned hardcore, extreme Trump supporters into the same energy, and that is because that's what's going to be clashing. I don't know what else to call it. I have no clue what to call it. But it's that energy, and I've talked to both sides in depth. I've been into all the protests, both sides, and this shit is the same exact energy. I'm like, y'all fighting over the same thing with the same energy. It doesn't even make any kind of sense. They're all fighting for injustices, not realizing the ones that are doing all that is the same people putting them against each other and making them to believe where there's an injustice that there's not. Like one is crazy to me and mind-blowing is this transgenocide. That one blows my mind. Transgenocide. Like these people believe that they're being killed off, like they're being hunted and killed. Like they're using the word genocide with trans. Like what? You know what genocide is? Like what? No, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. What is this? And you make people believe it, fight for it, and this is what they believe. Shout out to all the people who, there've been gay people our entire existence that don't rock with the Rainbow Club. They know it's some type of cult. They know it ain't right. Shout out to those people who can decipher the difference and separate themselves from that garbage, that trash. It's crazy. Yes, they be making up all these new words because, English is a spell. So they put these trans genocide. Magically, all that energy and manipulation and sorcery that came with that word genocide, you put it with trans, it's easily to transform these people's minds to believe this shit. Really blows my mind. Believe that shit. Really. It's mind blowing, man. You know? Truly is. It truly is, man. So, you know, the New World Order is pushing forward. You know, I tune into the news, goddamn fucking Donald Trump. All I say is, well, they're going to use this fuck for something. They're going to use this Muppet motherfucker for something big, huge. You know, and then Trumpers are getting more hardcore. They're really like fucking with the Trump supporters. Well, all they're doing, all these indictments is trying to piss them off. Then they'll have Biden come out with some weird ass shit to piss them off more. Then they'll persecute because a lot of Trump supporters, hey, I hate to say it, are Christians. So you have the Christian belief along with the Trump belief wrapped up in one. Oh my fucking God. All right. You got a disaster waiting to happen. You know, you got a lot of energy waiting to happen. All right. And that energy will get extreme. You know, that's why they'll have extremists. You know, they'll do a psychological argument where 50, 100 fucking burly white guys, you know, and they're also demonizing white, you know, white America, because white America is like America, you know. So they want to demonize that shit, gun-toting white America, which incorporates police officers, cops, sheriffs, okay? They're fucking with them too, believe it or not, all right? Because they got to eliminate them because they know some of them people are like, yo, fuck that, we ain't with this shit. They already know that. They ran that already. They already know. Disarmament ain't going to go over too well with law enforcement, so they got to keep doing what the fuck they're doing. You know, they come in, implement all this shit. They're coming out with another wave. We've been breathing all this shit in all winter. You know, when the winter comes, it's going to be death like it's nobody's business. New strain, lockdown, wear a mask. I don't know if they'll lock down, but they're going to push some shit. You know, they might come back with okay, now everybody's got to get injected with this shit now. Law enforcement, you must be injected with this shit. Dwindle them down some more. Sprinkle them out some more. Thin them out some more. They thin them people out. Keep on stabilizing it. Then have some type of big domestic terrorist attack where they got to close down the whole United States because everyone's a suspect now. Everybody's a suspect. If they like guns, they're a suspect. If they're anti, Biden or whatever the fuck, they're a suspect. If they're talking about conspiracy theories, they're a suspect. If they're Christian, they're a suspect. If they're this, because this is what all those people that created this huge psychological operation, whatever they try to make them take over, all right, and put under siege and harm people in them, it's going to be domestic. The next giant terroristic threat is going to be some domestic shit to lock this bitch down further. More surveillance. Everybody's a suspect. You see something, say something. Now they running in down on motherfuckers. They investigating every tip. Oh, that motherfucker over there, yeah, he's got 4 guns, and he was saying that he doesn't like how the government is being ran. Oh, let's go knock on his door and check him the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, guys. I had a call come in. Sorry, I had to answer that. But yeah. So I mean, all these scenarios they could play out and run. I mean, at this point, they could do a psychological operation, domestic terror attack, man, and everyone will fall for it. And they can lock this bitch down and do what they got to do. I mean, they already got the chess games are. I mean, in my opinion, from the amount of non-pushback to anything, they can get away with anything they want to do. You know, they can get away with anything they want to do. Here we go. Prime example, guys. Look at this shit. Still to this very day. And he's going into... Oh, he's going that way. Just blows my mind. It really does. It blows my mind. If they got people walking around like that, man, they got it in the bag. I'm sorry. They got people walking around still like that. There's no resistance here, man. No resistance. And how many people drink that Kool-Aid? There's no resistance, guys. Ain't no resistance. Hold on, guys. I gotta. But there's no resistance there. And resistance is just no, we're not doing that. Like, that's how easy resistance is. Like, no, we're not doing that. A gun is like a backup plan. Like, people can resist all day long, you know? All you got to do is say no. Convince each other, like, yo, sit down, like, look, this shit ain't right, man. Just say no. Say, no, we're not going to wear no fucking muzzle. This shit don't make sense. Why all of a sudden we got to wear a fucking muzzle now? All right? Make it make sense. No, this don't make sense. Why we got to go get injected with this shit? Make it make fucking sense. You know, and here we are, fast forward to today, 3 years fucking later and some change, or however long it's been, and all those that didn't buy into the Kool-Aid still fucking here. And that's it's like so hard even talking to people about this shit. It's so fucking hard to even talk to people about this shit, you know? So hard. It truly is so hard. Yeah, I'm on university. It's so hard, you know? Exactly, HQ. If you had told them the cat on the car be packing you up, and then exactly, man. It's just mind blowing, man. It's truly mind blowing. We're all still here, rocking out. You know, these motherfuckers went out, took some poison, you know, out of fear, out of, you know, whatever the fuck. You know, they done took it. You know, people are talking. All these motherfuckers run around talking about the market of beasts. These motherfuckers ran out and got this shit. No problem. Some people didn't even question the shit. The other people thought they were pressured into doing the shit. Well, my job. Well, your job could have been the job you had. You know, and it was never. I mean, the thought never even crossed some of our minds to do some shit like that. Like, we already wasn't fucking with anything that they got, anything they dishing out. Let alone you're going to sit here and make all these incentives and bans, bitch. You can ban everything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me. There's not even a question. You know what I mean? You know, a shot for a shot. That's the only question I got. Well, hey, if it boils down to it, then this is a battle that we got to ensue. There's going to be a hole in me. There's going to be a hole in other people that's coming to put a hole in me. That's how I looked at it. I looked at it as like, okay, they want to shoot me. So I got a right to defend myself. And if I don't, guess what? That's just the way it was supposed to be. Because it doesn't even make any motherfucking sense. You know, these people ran out and did this shit. Like, what? Nobody even told you to do it. You know? And there was some people that were awakened that went out and did it and try to justify the shit. Like, you can't. You cannot justify why you did it. There is no justification. You know what I'm saying? There's no justification in that whatsoever. You know? And again, New World Order is just one big grand conspiracy theory. But imagine they told the whole world to take this poison. Boom. And then they sold it to the American people, like so many people around the world did it, and they actually didn't. You know what I'm saying? They had to off some motherfucking presidents because the president says, nah, we're good. We ain't fucking with y'all. Fuck y'all. We've been kicked Bill Gates out of our motherfucking shit. You know, we've been booted him out. He banned over here. Matter of fact, we got some some genocide crimes on this motherfucker. Yeah, the United States ain't listening. United Nations ain't listening to all the cries we had. You know, all the cries we put out on this motherfucker. You know, India. There's a reason why he banned in fucking India. You know? Because, you know, already did some damage over there. So, you know. And as I walked around America, man, they could do anything. And the number one place I thought that they would never get this over on was New York City. And that happened to be the number one place that they got. The number one place that they convinced. That is the most hardcorest shit. They even convinced the cop to smash people's faces that weren't wearing masks. Like, literally. You all know all the videos we were sharing and doing all that. And they was beating people's ass over masks. Like, happily doing the shit. Like, what the fuck kind of possession was they under? You know, they didn't give a fuck, man, woman. They was shutting churches down, man. Churches, the religious folks, man, churches. And shout out to all the churches that stood up to that shit. You know, because there is some hardcore Christians that they got a Bible. They got 2 Bibles, all right? They got 2 motherfucking Bibles. They got the Holy Bible and they got the real Holy Bible. You know the Holy Bible I'm talking about? Where all the pages cut out to a perfect motherfucking square, and they got a motherfucking 9mm in that bitch. Them the Christians I'm talking about. Them the ones I fuck with. Yeah, they got the Bible, and they got the Bible in the other hand. Just don't pick the wrong motherfucking one. Let them open that bitch. They gonna read you a sermon, all right. You know, they know some shit ain't right. You know, they got that one Bible. Yes, they're gonna turn the page such and such, but they got that one where they open that bitch and it's only one page from the front cover to the back cover, you know, cut out perfectly, you know. Yeah, New York City is still, yeah, they are convinced about 9/11, all that shit. I mean, it actually happened. That's why they're convinced, because some shit happened, people died, these buildings fell the fuck down. So that I can give a pass to. You know what I'm saying? You know, if they sit down and listen, you know, maybe they know something's wrong. You know, but I thought that they would be tough as nails, and they were the worst motherfuckers. Worst ones. The worst people, man. Exactly. HQ Direct. You're 100% right, man. And the thing is now is I heard somebody talking to me the other day. Where was this at? Oh yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to Just Juice. Mom was telling me that she just got a dog, and the person she got a dog from, the mother died. The mother's daughter died, and then the son is dying now. So I ain't want to throw nothing out there, but there's a lot of this going on where people are dying everywhere of just mad shit. You know, people of all different kind of ages, you know. And my buddy, he's older. He done been to so many funerals, and he knows now. After the 6th funeral, he was like, yo, man, I really feel like what you've been telling me, I know definitely it's got something to do with that motherfucking you know what, you know. And this is not even dawning on the population. Like, it's not even dawning that so many people are dying. People are so sick. People are getting cancers. People are getting all these different health issues, and it's not dawning on people. People's health has deteriorated in the past 2 years since this potion has been out there, and it's just not dawning. And they passing laws to where it's tighter than HIPAA. And then here's this motherfucker again right here. You know, like, what is this? Like, what even is this? Like, what do you even call this? Like, what is that? Like, how can you possibly still be doing this shit? You know? How? But that's the thing. They pass these new bills, right? These new laws where doctors can't even disclose information about patients to other doctors outside of their facility. I forgot what the bill is called, but they slickly passed this shit. So not only do you have HIPAA, which was put in place to, push this type of stuff, push the AIDS and push all this other shit. We all know that shit was a big ass hoax. So here we go with Mr. This one. And magically it's like you don't see the push for go get your Mr. 19 vaccine anymore. Nothing. It's crazy. What's good, Mad Pyman? Shout out to Mad Pyman. Good to see you. How is it down there in Melbourne? How's it down there? I think you're in Melbourne. How is it down there in Australia? Is it the same craziness as up here? Did people fall back asleep like up here? The summer came. Well, it's winter down there, but a lot of people went back to sleep, went back in their rocking chair. Well, everything's fine right now. No need to fight and fuss. I mean, no need to push back and, even though there's shout out to all the people still fighting, but it's summer, the school is out, so you can't really fuss and fight about all that shit. Wait till them books hit. Wait till the books and all the agendas and all these new liberal teachers are in this. Wait till the school year comes back, how crazy this shit is. Mask holes are abundant. Yep. I already know. Man. I already know. But it is wild, man. The New World Order, man. The conspiracy theory of the New World Order. Twitter X fits right in with the New World Order. It's gonna be like WeChat. I don't know what WeChat is. It is a massive platform that you can do a lot of things on. It's crazy, man. It is truly mind-blowing, man. So, it's all is quiet in the United States. All is quiet. It's too quiet for me, honestly. It's too quiet for me. It's too goddamn quiet. Which just leads me, they're plotting and they busy. They do little ops here and there, but these mother efforts are busy. These large corporations, they're busy, man. But wait till these schools come back. They start going back in August. Here it's September. That's weeks away. The cesspool of the schools, man. I'm still trying to figure out how, I get it. If you just absolutely, there's no resort, you got to put your kids through their schools. But after I read to you what a court said, man, you're gonna hear that this year a lot. Courts already ruled that schools are governmental institutions, therefore their employees have immunity. When I heard that, I'm like, oh my God, we about to be in a world of shit coming from the schools. When they ruled that because the school is operating in its official governmental capacity, the employees are immune as long as they act within the scope of their duties. And that's just like law enforcement. Same shit. They're immune, but they're not. Once they go outside the scope of their duties, that's when they could be held liable. So think about these schools now. You got to get down to the micro. Well, was it a policy? Was it enacted by the school board, the board members? Was it a legitimate policy? And if it was, they can do it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Now you're the aggressor. You're the problem. You're the one that's going to inflict some type of damage. That's not cool, man. They just literally ruled on this. That ain't cool. You know? That is not cool. You know? Yeah, school, see, look, it's already started up there. You know? When it gets back full swing, man, good God Almighty. Good God Almighty. You know? It's crazy, man. It is truly crazy. They ruled that school, like that really affected me some kind of like, yeah, okay. No, and that's why they get to do what they do. Like their schools, you can't even go in these schools, man. Like it's almost, you could get into a penitentiary easier than a damn school. You know? You go through a penitentiary, you go through some metal detectors, boom, boom, you get searched, okay, bam, bam, you sign your name, whatever else you got to do, boom, and then you're in. Schools, oh my God. You know? I mean, it's insane, man. And why is it insane? Because it ain't enough people who care, one. And the other one is, just let it happen. We want our kids to be safe. Well, we just form a prison around them. They're safe, thank you. Did a great job. Wait, we can't, what? We can't come in. We got to do this? Oh, I don't like, this is not right. Well, I guess it's okay. As long as they're safe. And that's America. That's the American way. All about safe, because a bitch can't keep themselves safe. You know? Oh, yeah. You ready to roll? You ain't got to do nothing. You got to make a payment? Shit. You know? But yeah, man, that's how these schools are. You look at, let's go look at them. They look like penitentiaries. More and more. Well, we're going to put facial recognition cameras, you know, metal detectors, full body scanners. Oh my God, good, because we can't have any mass shooters coming in. It's like when I went to the fucking city hall here in Rochester when they put up the metal detectors. The fucking security said, we trying to keep you safe. Bitch, you don't keep me safe. I keep me safe, motherfucker. You see what's been happening at the Walmart. I think they deleted that video. It might still be on this channel. I like, yo, you see what they did to the Walmart. I'm like, Walmart? I said, ain't no fucking security in Walmart. I mean, ain't no fucking metal detectors in Walmart. What the fuck is you talking about? That's how you gonna justify this shit? Well, you see what they did at Walmart, shooting up the Walmart. Yeah, I feel more safe and secure in Walmart than I do in this fucking city hall. God damn. Walmart don't have metal detectors in front of the motherfuckers or a bunch of flunky ass security guards on a power trip. The security they got in that bitch can't say shit to you. They watch you steal. So what are we doing here? You can't record in the bitch. Yo, you go to City Hall, you got to be escorted around the building. All this is new. And they've done this all across the country. Why? Because they know they're doing shit. And they were anticipating that the people would be mad at some point. But here in Rochester, nah, that ain't happening. Rochester they just go along with whatever the fuck going on. They don't care. You know? So, hey, man, it's fuck. The New World Order, we just dancing to that bitch. We doing a jig, you know what I'm saying? We just doing the dance, the crip walk to the motherfucking New World Order. We might as well just make a New World Order song and say, hey, let's just dance to it. Throw our guns up. Throw our guns up. Throw our guns up. Hey, government be up there catching them bitches like, throw your guns up. Throw your guns up. You know? So, I mean, of course, there's going to be some resistance, but, man, the Disarmament Act is clearly to take your firearm. They already went through all the other nations. They got them all. We already know that's how a lot of these places went to fucking turmoil. Citizens can't defend themselves no more. They become a target. And the criminals steal the guns from the cops. If the cops ain't watching, the cops get knocked. You know, we see it in Brazil, Guatemala, South America. Motherfuckers on the scooters roll up to the police. Pop, 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 pop. Take their gun if they need it. You know? So, hey, and now look at it. Look at us now. Just how many years it'll take? I don't know. So it's crazy. Yeah, plastic shopping carts. You know why? That's for their fucking little tags. Their fucking new surveillance, scan and go. They want to make you think it's all about scanning and going, but no, that shit's about tracking. That is a company's wet dream. Like, tell me I can know where all my packages are leaving the store and what shit. Why haven't y'all thought of this years ago? This is genius. We know exactly what we lost, when we lost it. It works out for insurance companies to say, look, bitch, y'all reported y'all lost this much, but y'all motherfuckers was lying. Because now we know what you got. It works for everybody, and it works for the government mostly. So the insurance companies get to keep tabs on the businesses, like the Walmarts that say, oh, now they got, okay, well, now we can't claim this shit. So now we we need 4 armed security in here. We can't let the package get out the damn door. So we need to apprehend these people. Boom. I mean, this works for everybody. The police state, all it's just a wet dream for the corporation of the United States, tracking every single package, every item. That's a dream. Everything is that. You just put your little late tag on it. All this technology. Oh, it's wonderful. My phone, I can walk around and my phone tells me the entire inventory of the fucking store. Oh, that just was sold. Oh, man. That's what they want. Real-time video game type shit. We're on your phone. You could be in Walmart or whatever store, and the entire inventory. It says what's in real time, moving in, moving out. Oh, somebody just bought. Wow, hot item for sale. And you look at it. Why is everybody buying this item? And then you were like, fuck it, I'm about to go get it too. It's on. And then you're helping the business generate revenue. I mean, it's like a wet dream for businesses because they know how the human mind works. Monkey see, monkey do. So that's what they want. This is like a shopper's wet dream. I could know everything that's in the store. Well, I'm looking for this. It's going to take you to the aisle. It's going to let you know how many is. It'll even let you know if the bitch is, how people take shit off the shelf and move it somewhere. Yo, it's going to take you to wherever it's at. I mean, they already been working on this shit. I've researched this stuff, It's crazy, man. All it is chips and everything. Chips. It's a computer. We're going to be in a video game. Chips. And no, a chip ain't going to be in a fucking human. I talked about that the other day. We not going to be chipped. They don't need to chip us when we are the technology already. So, and of course, there are going to be things you have to do to get this beautiful service. All right, guys, I got to take an intermission. I got to go get my smoothie real quick. Give me 1 minute. Let me try to play some music. Give me 1 minute, guys. One minute, guys. I wonder why I'm on the wrong channel. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, give me 1 minute, guys. All right, y'all. Sorry about that, but I'm back. Shout out to all you guys. And oh shit! Shout out to all you guys up on here. Rick James, Witcherfoot. Shout out to you. New faces and good to see. Good to see new faces around. What's good? Cuts, brother Cuts. Shout out to Cuts. I peeped your video last night. I just wasn't commenting, but I peeped your video. That was a dope ass shirt. That was hot. Shout out to Mad Pieman, Angel Z. Shout out to you. HDHQ. That's when my screen blacks out. What the fuck? So my screen blacks out and I can't see anybody else who's on here. Oh my god. Unreal. But anyways, yeah, shout out to all you guys. Like I said, man, the New World Order, we're just dancing to the beat. Dancing at the beat. Sorry, guys. Hold on. But yeah. So the New World Order reigning through the top of the news is, I mean, unbelievable. Trump every fucking day. Like, this is crazy. So that just, we've been talking about this for years. How he's this magic bullet they're going to use, I mean, it's crazy, man. Trump's new judge. And it's the thing, like Trump's new judge is tough. Is a tough January 6th sentencer and has a history with him. And it's a black woman, right? Fits the watch this shit. I mean, this shit is just the biggest political fucking TV reality show on the history of fucking Earth. It truly is. Because they convince people that, I mean, let's really look at it. I mean, if we all believed in the stupid fucking bullshit ass political theater and Trump, you look at the shit that they've been spewing. January 6th, Trump didn't tell anybody to do any goddamn thing. Like, it's just, I watched the fucking videos over. I'm like, he didn't tell anybody to do anything. Okay, nothing. I mean, it's just so fucking stupid. I mean, it just doesn't even make any fucking sense. Just like people say Trump's a racist. Has anybody ever seen him say anything racist ever? Like, I don't even understand this shit. Like, I don't even pay attention. I'm like, where the fuck are they getting this from? The only thing I know about January 6th that's a fact was they apprehended some people, okay, that they've been wanting to apprehend, and they slared up a whole bunch of other motherfuckers in a honeypot, and a lot of motherfuckers are in fucking prison today. So, I mean, the shit doesn't, they call it United States Capitol attack. Like, the shit is just, man, this shit is mind-blowing, man. It truly is. Truly is, man. So, okay. Anyways, the lady that is going to be, they say Tanya S. Chotkin, right? And she's the United States District Court truck for the District of Columbia. Now, keep in mind where they're doing this all at, guys. Keep in mind, this is where they're duping the fucking American population, right? What's good, Carl? This is when they're duping the American population, okay? This is a district court judge for the District of Columbia, right? And her husband is Peter Arno with a different fucking last name, right? He is a former associate of judge of the Superior Court of the District of Columbia, all appointed by Barack Obama. Okay. So this is where, you know, all the Trumpers get deep and this is, this is when they go deep into all that crap. All right. So hold on. This lady that is supposed to be presiding over his new criminal charges, right? It won't be her first time, tangling with the president and his lawyers, right? So, that's another thing is they said that he was trying to remain in power. Like, we ain't no fucking dummies, all right? But where was Trump trying to remain in power? That bitch was out fast as he came. It was just like it was supposed to go. Like, they are literally saying that he tried to stay in power. Where? Motherfucker left. Did his last visit in South Texas on the border. Told the motherfuckers, look, the door's open. Come on in. That's what he basically said. Because he's heavily invested in that shit. Human trafficking for business. All right? That's a whole nother video that, I'm going to do at a later time. But, these are the things that they spew on TV, but none of it makes any sense because that's not what the fuck happened. I mean, my eyes ain't fooling me. And you look at it legally, he left like he was supposed to. Like, this shit is so fucking dumb. It really is. I mean, could it all be? I ain't 100% sure. Could it all be? I mean, I just think it's all a bunch of fucking theatrical bullshit. But anyways, this lady, right? Her name is Tanya Sue Chutkan, right? Sue, as in suing, But anyways, she is a United States District Court judge of the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. All right. And she was a sentencer for a lot of the people caught up in that, which if Trump was real, I'm thinking he would have helped a lot of those people out. It would be something like it's just amazing how stupid this shit is. Right. So, okay. So, United States District Court, right? We already know it's a federal district court, right? But this is for the District of Columbia, all right? Which handles jointly with the United States District of Hawaii and the High Court of the American Samoa, all right? And federal issues that arise in the American Samoa and all the territorial courts, right? This is what it is, This is what it is, right? And the district court, District of Columbia Circuit, right? Because it's all attached, right? Because the United States District Court for the District of Columbia, they do a play on words, is, right, connected to the District of Columbia Circuit, which is one of the 13 United States Courts of Appeals. It has the smallest geographical jurisdiction of any of the district courts, right? The U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. It's just so stupid, all right? That's why they're playing this game, because this judge in this case is in the District of Columbia, all right, which is not a part of the United States. It's crazy. It's not even a part of the fucking United States. All right. That's why it's such a joke. So, I mean, it's just shit is just crazy, man. It really is. It's simply mind blowing. But yeah, he's in the news every single damn day. You know, every day. So yeah, interesting, man. They just keep pissing off Trump supporters. You know, they'll mix race into it. You know, it's crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. Because, you know, she was a sentencer of all these January 6 people. Just go Google the indictments of all the people from January 6. It all says in the territory of District Columbia, it's not in the United States. You know, that's why they were able to do what they've done, because it wasn't in the United States. Ain't that crazy? That's what the people's building that they think, but it ain't even in the country that they claim. It's crazy, man. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But yeah, shout out to all you guys, man. Again, like I said, man, the New World Order, man, is marching forward and more bullshit. You know, almost a year we got till it really starts getting crazy, which is going to probably start getting crazy in 2024. You know, in 2024, the motherfucking eclipse will have happened by now, a year from now. A lot of shit would have happened, going to happen from a year from now. You know, so it's gonna be a wicked wild ride, man. The 2024. You know, 2024. It's gonna be a wild one, for sure. You know. All right, guys, give me one more second, please. We're gonna get this. Let me know if we're still live too, because it says 0. Got this banging ass smoothie. So, yep, we're all set for the, the conspiracy theory, the New World Order. You know, just crazy. Thank you, guys. We're still live. All right. Thank you, Matt Pyman. Shout out to you, Rick, James, Touch, Carl, Angel, Z. But while we're dancing, everything around is still falling apart. You know, everything around us is still. Cities are all decaying. The youth's minds are doing the same. Addictions keep rising. Homelessness keeps rising. Stupidity keeps rising. But the good thing, people are still waking up. But will it be enough? I don't know. Because waking up is like a trend now. It's like cool and fun. It's not serious. You know, a lot of these people know what's going on. I talk to a lot of people. They know what's going on, but they're like proud to know. But it's fun. It's like I can't explain it, man. A lot of people know what's going on, but they still just live every day and just don't care. Yeah, I know about all that, or yeah, they go deep with me, know all the shit, but still just don't care. You know, it's like knowing fucking ABCs. Yeah, they know ABCs, but yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's just like a subject you've learned along the way. Truth. You know, people ain't living it no more, man. You know, people not living it. It's just cool to know. Share videos and no, look what I know. Look what I learned. You know, nobody's really going in depth trying to change their fucking ways or life. Look around you. We would fucking bump into them. We would see them. You know? So, I meet a lot of people that know what's up, but know what's up to do anything, change, realize like, yo, we need to, you know? Nah, it's just not, you know? And then it puts us into a place like, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's like a stalemate. But, you know, the ship's sinking. I don't want these motherfuckers, you know, that's the thing. The ship's sinking. Don't take me down with the ship. You know, because these people know and don't prepare. You know, when shit start getting rough, then they come around like, yo, I remember we talking about, man, oh man, you were telling about this, man, you know, God, I'm gonna be unreachable. I'm gonna be unreachable. And that's kind of like, you know, Wise was talking about that. You know, you want to network with people that can complement each other. You know, I can't have, you know, these resources and knowledge and knowing, and this motherfucker don't got nothing. Because then this motherfucker's a liability. Because, you know, so, yeah, man. That's why it's like Mr. 19 kind of gave me a, what in the hell is going on here? Somebody hit a pothole, got a flat tire, guaranteed. There's this big ass pothole. They hit it, probably bust the goddamn tire. Or some shit. Oh, it looks like they patched this up like yesterday. Yep, that's what they did. Oh, they're not yesterday, they're patching the shit up right now. Yeah, after like 20 people done busted their rims on here in one day. This is your tax dollars. Cheap ass asphalt. Shit, cheap asphalt. This is like the 5th time they did this since April. And that's another thing is they could do with it. You know? People's like, oh, our money goes to the roads. Have y'all driving on the fucking moon? It's like moon craters everywhere. What do you mean? You mean to tell me this little bit of shit asphalt is where your tax dollars go? This is the cheapest shit ever. What it costs, like a fucking $40 a fucking ton or some shit. It's literally tarred rock, and it's just literally gone by the end of the day. The potholes will be back. Crazy. This is what the state trooper's job should be. Roads, vehicle and traffic safety. Keeping the roads safe, not fucking pulling you over and generating funds. They're supposed to be reporting all the potholes. They're supposed to be driving around. The exact reason why there was a lot of people dying on a motorcycle. So, Yeah. So that's all I want to talk about because I turned the TV on today and got Donald Trump plastered all over. I'm like, goddamn, doesn't he got every fucking charge in every law section in the fucking planet? I mean, damn. I mean, obviously they're playing a game. Like, oh, they find out all this stuff all of a sudden, right now, before the fucking fall, to piss all the fucking Trumpers off or whatever the fuck the time of year it is. I mean, come on, man. Oh, shit, they're getting ready for the Puerto Rican festival. So, I mean, good God. So, yeah, what a wonderful world. Ukraine, Russia war still raging on that we don't get any video footage of, and meanwhile I can drive down every hood street and I see people on dope getting cell phones free. There's a cell phone every fucking where, and there's no video footage of any goddamn fucking war. There's a little footage they get out here and there, you know, but I mean, it's just pretty wild. Meanwhile, they're still fucking up Syria, you know. They still dealing with the earthquake that ravaged Syria and Turkey. Nobody's praying for that shit. Nobody's sending aid to that shit. Donate to Ukraine. Our flag might as well be the fucking Ukraine flag. You know? I mean, hell, it already is. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the American flag a fucking rainbow at this point. So, everybody just moseying along, you know. So, I know. You know, put all the flags on the White House. It's pretty crazy, but shout out to all you guys. That's pretty much all I got for the, you know, New World Order today. You know, the conspiracy theory New World Order will be right under this fucking video. Meanwhile, they all talk about the New World Order and what it is and what they're doing, but it's still a conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory is the conspiracy theory that it's not a fucking New World Order. So, all right, guys, much love to all y'all, and catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love.